Employee engagement is about being aware of the degree to which your employees are involved in, enthusiastic about, and dedicated to the work they do each day in your organization. When it comes to employee engagement, employers want to know how invested and passionate their employees are, not only with their personal work, but in the overall workplace. Are they immersed and excited about working for your organization and feel what they're doing is making a difference? Are they able to learn and grow? Engaged employees are highly involved in the day-to-day activities of their organization and are enthusiastic with what they do and about the direction the business is heading. But it's important for employers to understand that engagement is not something an employee brings with them to their role. It is not a characteristic of who they are. Engagement is something that is created within organizations by senior administration, managers, and colleagues. There are several incentives for you to want to increase employee engagement. Higher productivity, greater retention, and pride in the workplace are a few. But one of the more significant motivations is its direct correlation to greater customer satisfaction. It just makes sense. Happy employees mean happy customers, and with happy customers comes higher revenue. Gallup's latest employee engagement meta-analysis shows companies scoring the top half on employee engagement more than double their odds of success compared with those in the bottom half. While employee satisfaction gives you an understanding of whether your staff is happy with their job, it really can't measure an employee's emotional commitment to their role and to the organization. There's nothing wrong with having employees who are satisfied with what they do and who get the job done. But odds are you'd love it if they were also actively invested and enthusiastically engaged in what they did every day and want to be a part of your organization's success. According to Gallup's State of the Global Workplace 2022 report, US and Canadian employees top the list with 33% saying they feel engaged at work, compared to the global average of 21%. This report looked at employees in more than 160 countries. While it's great to be top of the list, this still means 67% of employees are admitting they lack engagement in their workplace. You may be asking who's responsible for employee engagement. HR should develop the infrastructure and the general processes used. Similarly, HR should act as a central coordination group for company-wide engagement initiatives. Engagement and performance output as well should be the responsibility of the leadership of the organization, both managers and senior leadership. The folks in HR are the subject matter experts on engagement. Leadership should rely on their expertise. HR should act as the senior advisors when managers run into an engagement issue or opportunity. One of the best ways your organization can evaluate employee engagement is through a workplace survey. To make positive changes around engagement, you want to garner actionable responses from your employees.
You want to figure out if your employees are engaged. Are they talking about the company in a positive way to other colleagues and to clients? Do they feel that they have the tools to succeed? Do they feel that they have and want a say in where the organization is headed or should be heading? Employee engagement surveys are about assessing point-in-time employee sentiment. Allowing your employees to be open and honest in their feedback is in and of itself already a great way to foster engagement. It comes down to developing the right questions to garner responses that you can act on. Questions need to be focused less on how employees are feeling and more on why they're feeling the way that they are and how it can be changed if needed. You want to make sure that your questions are both employee and business focused and can be linked together into actionable plans and goals. Consider using a Likert type scale for some of your survey questions that includes a rating scale for the responses. For example, I am proud to work at this organization, or my job motivates me to do my best every day, could include a rating scale such as strongly agree, neither agree nor disagree, disagree, and strongly disagree. With these questions, you can also allow the opportunity for your employees to comment further should they choose. The survey experience needs to make sure that employees feel heard, valued, and free to share their candid comments. Remember, questions should be actionable so your organization can move forward with them based on responses. There's no sense in asking questions if you won't be looking to implement the results. With an ever-growing and ever-changing workforce, gone are the yearly surveys. Consider upping your surveys to twice a year or even quarterly in order to check in more frequently with your employees.
To keep your employees engaged, there must be a clear purpose as to your organization's mission and values and its connection with the work they are doing. You want to cultivate this shared vision and unlock the potential in your employees. Employees who find a purpose in what they are doing and are not simply clock watching while going through the motions. they have a stronger sense of fulfillment and appreciation of their role, are more satisfied in the workplace, and are more likely to remain part of your team for the long run. Employees who have a keen sense of purpose in what they are doing and see it aligning with the bigger purpose of their organization become great advocates inside and outside of the organization. Employees want opportunities to grow and learn within any organization. They want to optimize their knowledge and learning skills to create opportunities for advancement. And if they can't find it with you, you can rest assured they will try to find it with another organization. No one likes to be told, do this, now do that. When employees are extended the opportunity to enjoy an independence with the work they do and are given the ability to make their own decisions on projects, this trust increases the confidence and engagement your employees have in their role. It also raises the accountability level and showing their commitment to their roles within the organization, and the self-direction allows for personal growth as an employee. The engagement level of your employees is related to the leadership they are receiving, and not necessarily from the executive leadership team, but the employee's direct supervisor. Let's be honest, effective communication can go a long way in fostering a meaningful and respectful relationship. On the other hand, a lack of essential communication can break down the workplace dynamic, affect the organization's culture, and leave employees frustrated and potentially encourage them to head elsewhere. And we're not just talking about the communication of major changes within the company, which is still important to keep employees abreast of, but it's the day-to-day communication, the one-on-one conversations that employees want, both formal and informal.
You've already engaged your employees by showing them that you're interested in what they have to say. Now it's time to look at the results and then say, interesting, and let them collect dust on a shelf. If you ask your employees what they need in order to succeed and then don't deliver, what would you expect to happen? Anger, resentment, and mistrust can take over, and you've taken a huge step in the wrong direction. How do you think the next engagement survey will go? Why would your employees share their ideas and suggestions if they feel like nothing is going to come of them? Planning sessions to interpret the results of the survey should involve senior management, HR, and departmental managers. Ensure that you communicate with your employees who will be taking part in these sessions and when the results will be shared across the organization. When the results are shared, be sure that they also include what actions will be taken. Your organization will benefit tremendously from an engaged workforce, seeing happier and more productive employees, higher customer satisfaction, and increased revenue.